Welcome back, everybody, to the BathtubSmiles channel. I am your host, Nick, also known as BathtubSmiles, and today we are absolutely back at it again on Black Ops 3 Zombies. Today, as you can see, we're playing Kino Der Toten, but we're not just playing Kino, we are playing gun game on Kino Der Toten with 110 weapons. Before I jump into today's video fully, I do want to say we are on the road to 1,000 subscribers. So if you're new here and you like what you see, hit that subscribe button if you're feeling a little bit generous. If you are a pre-existing subscriber, thank you for making this road to 1,000 subs come this quickly. I honestly did not expect this whatsoever to be happening so quickly. And I just want to give a quick shout out to everybody who has subscribed, and all of the new people who haven't subscribed yet, welcome. I am going to change your life. Join the Discord in the description below. I'm working on building a pretty big community over there, and we've been having some, oh my god. So check out the links in the description below. Be sure to follow me on Twitter if you do want to receive, be the first to know about upcoming videos, little thumbnail teasers, any of the above. Hit me up on Twitter, follow me there, and you'll see not only some funny tweets, but I do have some fun on there as well. We are playing gun game with Cold War weapons, and we had 110 of them to go through. Anyways, if you're unfamiliar with this gun game mod, it's essentially just gun game mode for zombies, just stating the obvious, but with a bunch of ported weapons from older Call of Duties. You can download various different weapon packs from the same creator. He has created a bunch so far, and I believe he is going to be adding some more as well. So check it out. But essentially the premise of this, as opposed to the normal gun game mode that we're all in tune with, instead of getting a kill threshold to go to the next weapon, you have to make a certain amount of points. And once you hit that points threshold, you go to either a new weapon entirely or the pack-a-punch variant of the current weapon. I recently got inspired to chat about this subject actually when I was making the last video. Everybody has a different story when it comes to Call of Duty, and I feel like that's just a pretty interesting topic to actually talk about. I'm a very nostalgic fella, when it comes to Minecraft, when it comes to Call of Duty, when it comes to YouTube, and just the past in general. I'm a very nostalgic guy, and anything that gives me that little hit of nostalgia is just... it tugs on my heartstrings a little bit, if I'm being honest. And Call of Duty, as stupid as it sounds, is one of those huge, just nostalgic pieces of effectively my history, or my past, my childhood. I began in Call of Duty 4, and there's a very specific thing that I remember with that time period. I was very into sniping, and back then I actually wanted to be a sniper in the Marines. And I remember very vividly when I first got my hands on Call of Duty, I instantly chose the sniper class, and I was doing everything as properly as possible, how I could imagine a real sniper would act in certain scenarios. I was kind of hanging back and hiding in the grass, laying down, kind of making my way around the map like that. And I was so invested in Call of Duty 4 that I actually ended up on YouTube looking up sniping spots. And there's one video that I remember very, very vividly. And that video is a bunch of glitch and special sniper spots in the game. And there was a song, I still remember it. This is still how I know this band, or the artist rather, band, artist, same difference. But it was to a Finger 11 song, Paralyzer. And I don't know if anybody can relate to this, but it's one of the most viewed sniping glitch spots in the Call of Duty 4 sphere back in the day. And if you let me know in the comments below if you know what I'm talking about. I feel like if you did start in the Call of Duty 4 days and you were into sniping back then you would remember this video, because it was such an iconic video back in the day. I don't even remember playing campaign very much when I was younger. I think that I was just so invested in multiplayer for the longest time and sniping and all of that I really even hardly scratched the surface. That being said, once I did get a little bit older, I do remember playing through the campaign and all gillied up and one shot, one kill. I played that specific mission 10 times over at the minimum. At the very minimum, I played that mission so much that it is burned into my retinas. Every time I close my eyes, those are the missions that I see. When I close my eyes to go to bed, those are the missions that I see. So I got Modern Warfare 2 on the PlayStation 3, and my buddy and I started getting into trickshotting, and I posted a bunch of super cringe trickshotting videos, if you could even call them that, on my first ever YouTube channel, like from 14 years ago. And we started posting trickshotting videos on our channel, and then I started to get more into it, and I realized that none of the big clans who were trickshotting at the time on Modern Warfare 2 were on PlayStation. And so I asked my parents for a Xbox 360 for Christmas and Modern Warfare 2. Long story short, I ended up getting it Christmas morning. I hooked it up, put Modern Warfare 2 in, and I was on the grind. But kind of a sad moment for me as a young child. I didn't have an Xbox Live subscription, and I was like begging my parents to go take us out, but it was Christmas Day, so all of the stores were closed. So I couldn't get Xbox Live. I couldn't play multiplayer as much as I wanted to. So I grinded out Spec Ops in the campaign until the following day when I was able to get my Xbox Live subscription. Got super heavily into the trickshotting scene in the golden days of Modern Warfare 2. And man, I have such an extensive history on Modern Warfare 2 that I feel like it could be an entire video in and of itself. But I went from just trickshotting on my own to getting better and better. I convinced my buddy to get an Xbox 360. I started meeting people online, of course, who were also trickshotting and as part of that community as well. And I started to get a lot better and kind of make a name for myself. This was still back in my QS Gaming 73 channel days, so I wasn't like exceptional because I was still young. But that was such an iconic moment of my childhood that it took... I was in middle school at the time, and I remember I had built such a following on Twitter, and I was playing consistently with guys from SOAR and Era. I ended up joining a few clans, Guts, Zoo, one more, and then I created my own clan, which ended up inevitably failing. It was called Sync, which, speaking of, I'm going to be coming out with an archive project sometime soon about my trickshotting history. But anyway, that's aside from the point. I ended up joining a bunch of different clans, and I made my way into Era as a graphic designer and kind of an editor. I was more learning, and I was trying to get in as a player as well, so that I just had this huge rapport, so that I could get into SOAR. That was the next goal. And I had played a couple games with FaZe, a couple 6-mans on Modern Warfare 2, and into the Black Ops 2 days, but more when Modern Warfare 2 was still like at its hype for trickshotting. So I was consistently playing with SOAR guys. A few times I played with people from FaZe in these 6-man lobbies, and we would just trickshot all night. And I was graphic designing. I had a little over like 4,000 followers on Twitter, so I was really creating a name for myself in that community. And then, as parents do, I was doing really bad in school because obviously this took up all of my time. As soon as I got home from school, I whipped up my homework real quick, got horrible grades, and I was trickshotting and editing and graphic designing. And that came to an end fairly quickly. Continued doing YouTube. I continued on the grind. I began making new channels with different type of content. I started playing Minecraft. My buddies and I ended up starting a few channels. Archive projects coming soon for said channels. But yeah, it's all history. And then I got heavily into zombies after Syndicate became like my #1 inspiration for YouTube. And so, yeah, that's, I guess, kind of just a brief history. I can't believe I just rambled on about that for 14 minutes. This is going to be one hell of a video to edit. Once I get started on a tangent, guys, I really just can't stop. And now it's kind of just crazy to think how much I've grown and changed from that time, and how little things have changed as well, too. Like, I'm still doing YouTube. I began YouTube back when I was like 11. I began making like stupid little videos, and it's kind of crazy to see what it's grown into today, and how I have 2 fairly successful growing channels. It's honestly can't thank everybody who has subscribed or watched the videos or shown any little bit of support enough. Like, you guys are really making this more and more worth it, and it really is helping me strive to create better content. And, you know, potentially, you know, who knows, this could turn into something in the future. As of right now, I'm just enjoying the ride, and I enjoy making people, you know, smile. And if I can make at least a couple people's day from watching a video, my God, that's all I need. That's all the motivation that I need to keep going. As you can see, we do have timed rounds on, just to, of course, as I've said in all of the previous episodes, timed rounds really helps us fly through these guns, and double points does as well. Side note. Wow, look at that. I don't even think I killed like 2 zombies with that, but we already got promoted. Gotten demoted once, which is kind of crazy because whenever I start yapping, I don't end up paying attention, especially when I'm playing mouse and keyboard, and I was way too lazy to plug in my controller, so here we are playing mouse and keyboard. Oh, isn't that so funny? You know, it would take me literally 10 seconds to plug in my controller, but I said, nah, I'm just going to mouse and keyboard this one so I can get the video underway. I've honestly just been having such a fantastic time on this game. I look forward to it every single day. Leave me a comment if you ended up watching Syndicate back in the day. I'm very curious to find out if any of you have like a shared history with Syndicate, because he's one of my biggest inspirations for doing YouTube. So I really want to know if that's the case for anybody else as well. So drop me a comment if you know the golden days of Syndicate back when he was doing like the Minecraft project and the Black Ops 2 Zombies videos, and he was doing pack-a-punched weapons, and, you know, back when Black Ops 2 was new. Like, let me know. I'm very curious to figure out if we have any common interests. Ooh. You know, I wasn't one who played Cold War very much, because personally it just didn't do it for me. But these weapons are kind of baller. I might have to make a couple Cold War Zombies videos. I did grind for the Mastery camo in Cold War Zombies, and that was a bunch of fun camo grinding. But it just something about it didn't do it for me, and I haven't gone back since. Such a downgrade from previous Zombies. It's actually the last Call of Duty that I ended up buying. In chronological order, I might say. I've bought old Call of Duty games since then. Like, man, what did I just recently buy? I think I just bought a copy of Ghosts for my Xbox One, which, Ghost video, Xbox One, coming soon. Ooh, what is this? Is this a sniper from Cold War? It's very reminiscent of, like, Barrett. Holy crap, why does this have a shotgun? Oh my god, because it is a shotgun. Oh my god. That is wild. Did that just take out that whole train? It did. Wow, okay. This is a cool pack-a-punch variant. I like this. I like this a lot. Funny story. I never actually played more than 3 games of multiplayer on Cold War. I think I played 2. Definitely didn't play more than 3, but I definitely played more than 1. And that was it. That was the entire end of my Cold War career. After that, it was Zombies grind for the camos, and that was it. And honestly, I didn't even feel like any sort of accomplishment after grinding the camos on Zombies. I just felt like a fucking loser, honestly. I was like, what am I doing with my life? Last game that I proper camo grinded had to have been Modern Warfare Remastered, actually. I recently got on there and finished the Mastery camo for Modern Warfare Remastered, and that was a crazy grind. That was so much fun to do. Of course, this was back when, you know, the server, you could actually find good servers on the game. But that was, aside from Black Ops 2, Modern Warfare Remastered, and Modern Warfare 2, Modern Warfare Remastered, and Black Ops 2 were really the only games that I actually grinded legitimately. I made Prestige Master in Black Ops 2. Got the diamond camo, which was a pain in the ass. I want to say that I'm like 14th Prestige as it stands in Modern Warfare Remastered, but I did get the Exclusion Zone camo. You know, suffering from success, quite literally. But as far as grinding, those were the only two Call of Duty games that I actually genuinely grinded out. And it was the most fun that I've ever had in my life. Black Ops 2 was... that was when all of my buddies were playing too. I grinded out the shotgun rank for zombies, grinded out all the camos, grinded out Prestige Master, and I did it with friends the entire time. That was the greatest thing back then, is all of us were in high school when it came out, so we just had infinite time to play, and it was always after school. We were up late, staying way up later than our parents knew about, and it was just such a blast. You know, I honestly can't get behind grinding any other Call of Duties because I have nobody to do it with, and that was one of the things that made it for me, was being able to play with friends, and the lack of that really makes it just not fun. I hate the crawlers. I thought that I did it right, and if I didn't enter the spawn room again, those little crawlers wouldn't continue to spawn, but I guess that's patched on Black Ops 3. I'm pretty sure that that works on Black Ops. If you don't go into the spawn room after turning on the power, then those little Nova crawlers won't spawn. We're on round 26 already. I wonder what round we're going to finish the game at. I think when I was doing my 160 gun challenge on Nuketown, it took us to round 32. So I'm wondering if we're going to be able to beat that, because we still have 42 guns left. I don't even know how Cold War... well, technically it's only half because there's pack-a-punched variants of every weapon. So what is that? 55 guns? Because we started with 110. So 55 weapons in total. Pretty insane. That nuke is not even worth it anymore. It's just going to make the zombies spawn even slower. Well, I said it before and I'll say it again. If the developer by chance happens to see this video, please, for the love of all that is holy, let us customize the layout of the weapon categories, please, in the start menu. That would just be so beautiful if we could do that. I would definitely be getting snipers out of the way first, because this sucks. Round 26 with these snipers, if they're not like fully semi-auto, rough. I could really use another double points right now. If I could pay for a double points, I absolutely would. I mean, look at this. We only got 125,000 points. I would very gladly spend like 20 grand on a double points. That'd also be nice. Hey, creator, developer, if you want to change up the mod, there's some ideas for you. Boom. There we go. Onto the net. Oh, double points and on a sniper. That is incredible. That's beautiful. Yeah, we're going to use up our entire double points on this gun, aren't we? Yep, we sure are. And we're going to get demoted. Oh, my lord. Oh, this is the pack-a-punched variant of the Pellington. Okay, I see. Okay, this is much better. Much better. We got 2 shots. There we go. Okay. Ugh, but now we're on to another 3-round burst. Disgusting. Another burst AR. Horrible. Awful. Disgusting. Puke. Puke. Ooh, it's slipping my mind. What is this gun called? The Gala? No. Oh, what is it called in Black Ops 2? Oh, I can't remember. It's gonna drive me nuts until I figure it out. I don't remember. Oh, the Galil. The Galil. That's what it was. Questionable drop. Holy Christ. Okay. This name is a little out of pocket. Good thing that was off the screen. If you're curious, just rewind the video like 10 seconds and you'll see. Saint Boner the Erect. Now that's a funny name. I know I didn't laugh, but I laughed in my head. Okay, everybody? I laughed in my head. I hate the Nova Crawlers with a passion. Oh, the Thunder Gun. Oh, but we get 50 points per kill. What's that? Yes, I will take it. I will take it. I don't even care that technically it's cheating. You know what? Maybe I do. Maybe I won't. Maybe I won't do that. Because that seems a little not chill. I mean, we're almost to the end of... You know what? No, I don't care. I don't care. I'm just gonna make it a little bit easier for us. Because this Thunder Gun is very... 3,000 points for the ray gun? At least this one has more point potential than the Thunder Gun. I mean, we're kind of cruising through this. We've already made 750 points. Ray gun is arguably better in this scenario than the Mark II because you actually get the splash damage and you get plenty more points from it, but it's still not good for points necessarily. All right, we'll go ahead and get the rest of our points with that. All right, we're officially on the last gun. That is given that we don't get demoted again. Gonna stay away from that nuke. You know, we kind of cheated a little bit, but it made up for the stupid downs that we took because I was yapping on about absolutely nothing. Now, I would accidentally down myself with this 100%, so that's something that I need to avoid at all costs. Oh, are we gonna break 200,000 points? No, we're not, unless I get demoted, and I'm not about to do that. There we go, baby. There's the final stats. 200,000, 3,640 points, 1,400 kills. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope that you did enjoy the video. If you did so, let me know in the comments below. Smash the shit out of that like button, and if you're feeling really generous, hit that subscribe button because there's plenty more content coming out, plenty more where this came from. I hope that you all did enjoy the video, and I hope to see you in the next one. This has been BathtubSmiles, and I am out of here. Bye-bye.
I got demoted and remoted like 6 times. Remoted.
Remoted.
I just got demoted again.